My first online course didn't sell, but my second course built the 8-figure business that I have today. In this video, I'm gonna show you the 3 things that made the biggest difference between a course that doesn't sell and a course that is massively successful. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as I do release new weekly videos on how to grow your online education business. Hey, my name is Dan Henry, and I'm the founder of GetClients.com and the author of Digital Millionaire Secrets, How I Built an 8-Figure Business Selling My Knowledge Online. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'll show you where you can get a copy of my new book absolutely free. By the way, have you ever launched an online course that didn't sell as well as you wished it would? Go ahead and let me know in the comments yes or no. If you answered yes to that question, then you know the pain of spending weeks, maybe even months, working on slides, working on your online course, building emails and funnels and recording videos and all this crazy stuff, and then you go to launch it and it doesn't do so well. Maybe it doesn't make a single sale. I understand, I've been there, I know how painful and how terrible that is. And in this video, I'm gonna show you the 3 things that made a huge difference, and hopefully you'll take this advice, implement it, and you won't have to experience that pain again. So let's get to it. Okay, so tip number 1, never, ever, ever try and create your online course before you attempt to sell it. Now, wait a minute. Well, what do you mean, Dan? Sell it before it's ever created? Yes, this is the most ethical way to create an online course. So let me walk you through this. The first time that I created my online course, I created it. I built the whole thing out and then I sold it. And not only did I barely make any sales, but the people that bought, they really didn't like the course. The second time, what I did was I pre-sold it. I said, hey, here's what I plan to teach. I'm gonna give you guys a 50% off discount. And on top of that, I'm going to teach the program to you live. So I didn't frame it as, hey, you're gonna get this course, it's not ready yet, and then eventually we'll send it to you. That's not how I framed it. How I framed it was, we're making this program, and you're not only gonna get a 50% pre-sale discount, but you're gonna get it taught live. You're gonna be able to ask questions live. And so you frame it as a benefit to the potential student. And so what happened was, I was able to sell like a couple dozen copies. First, I taught it live. I taught it live to the students over a live broadcast, and that gave me the encouragement I needed because I made some sales. I made some sales right off the bat, and I knew that this was a winner. And so it gave me that motivation to take the time to finish it, to make it great. And as well, if you go and try to sell your course and nobody buys it, that means there's a fundamental issue with your offer or your marketing. And so there's no point in creating something somebody doesn't want or that nobody wants. And so by going, okay, they don't want that, that was not the right message, you can now fix that, and then you try again until people buy, and now you have something that you know people want, and now you can continue forward. It's quite silly to create something and guess if people want it. Why don't know if people want it by seeing if they actually are willing to pay for it? So that is my first tip on how to create a successful online course, is sell it first as a live training so that you don't have to waste weeks or months, building slides or wasting time on something that nobody's gonna buy anyway. First, make sure people will buy it and frame that as an extra benefit to them. All right, let's move on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to use your very first sales to improve your course. So here's the thing. When I first created my course that failed, I had a little bit of an ego. I thought, well, I know my subject matter. This program's gonna be great. And the thing is, I did know my subject matter, but that doesn't mean I was good at teaching it. And the thing I did the second time when I pre-sold that program, like I mentioned in tip 1, was I did the coaching live. And this is a really cool trick that you can do that I stumbled upon, is when I'm explaining something, oftentimes you're gonna use stories, analogies, examples, illustrations. And not all of those are gonna land with students. Not all the time they're gonna understand what you're saying. So every time I taught a section, or I gave an analogy, or I told a story to illustrate a point, I said, do you guys get that? Do you have any questions about it? And if they all went, yeah, that's amazing, we get it, Dan, I moved on. But if they said, well, I don't quite understand it, or I'm not quite getting it, I retold the story, or I used a different analogy, or I illustrated it differently until people went, wow, that's amazing. And then I went back and edited those live recordings, cut out the bad explanation, left the good explanation, and now not only do I have my course pretty much already done by editing those live videos, but at the same time, I know it's good because I went through and I got real-time feedback from those initial beta students, if you will, and I was able to figure out what they didn't like, what they liked, what they didn't understand, what they understood. And so when in the future, I went to launch this program as a full program that's already ready, packaged, ready to go, the new students that came in loved it because I already filtered out the bad explanations, the bad analogies, and the stuff that people didn't get. Because the most important thing is to make a great product. And if you don't take the time to analyze how your students are reacting to your product, then it's very difficult to make a great product. You don't know until you know. And so this process really makes a great product, and a great product is what's going to ultimately make your business successful. All right, before we get to tip number 3, if you got value out of this video so far and you're digging the information, do me a favor and smash the like button and let me know. All right, tip number 3 is this: work extra hard on those very first students to get them results and testimonials. I'm gonna teach you a quick testimonial hack that I know that once you hear this, it's honestly quite amazing. I honestly figured this out by mistake. So on the calls, right, we are not only gonna take extra time in the Q&A to help our students, but I oftentimes would get on private calls with them for no extra charge to make sure that they understood everything, to make sure they were successful. Because those initial testimonials we get from those students are going to be what really helps market our program in the future. And word of mouth as well is more powerful than you think. So not only do you want to use your interaction with those early students to make your program great, but you want to put extra effort in the beginning, because if you put extra effort in and you talk to these people individually and you figure out how to make them successful, you can package that into something that your future students will be able to consume and get those results without talking to you personally. Because we have thousands and thousands of customers at this point. Like, we have literally tens of thousands of customers. There's no way I could talk to everybody. But if I made sure in the beginning that the program is good, which I did, now I don't have to talk to everybody because that program is refined. And you get that by talking to these students. Now, how do you get early testimonials fast? Here's a little testimonial hack. When you're on the calls, everybody at the end of the call or the first call or the section or whatever it is, they're going to be super hyped. They're going to be super excited to learn this stuff. Their energy level is going to be at an all-time high. This is the perfect time to get a testimonial, and here's how you do it. You bring each member on the live call to where you can see both of your screens, and you simply say, hey, what did you think about today's lesson, and what would you say to somebody considering enrolling in this program? And that's it. And what's going to happen is that student is going to go ahead and give an honest review of your program, and likely, if you did a good job, it's going to be a great review. Their energy is going to be high. They're going to be hyped up. They're going to be, oh, this is amazing. I can't believe I'm in this program. This is great. And then all you do is you go back and you edit that little section out, and you put it on your sales page, use it as retargeting ads on Facebook and YouTube, and bam, you have testimonials for your program before you've even launched the final version, right? And that right there is how you quickly not only make a great product, but launch a successful online course. All right, to summarize, the point of this is to make a great product, and that is what is going to grow your online course business. And in order to make a great product, you must sell it before you create it and use that process to refine it and make it great. And we did that by covering sell it before you create it, use the beta process, those initial students, to make it great, and leverage those initial students for testimonials for future marketing. Now, as I promised, I told you where you could get a free copy of my book, Digital Millionaire Secrets, if you stuck around till the end of this video. So if you like this video, if you got value out of it, and you want to learn more, you want more tips from me and my company on how to grow a successful online education business, I took over $10 million worth of knowledge. Now we're at right about 12 million in sales as I record this video for my own educational programs. We've also helped thousands of people build out their own successful online education programs, online consulting and coaching, online courses. And I've taken that knowledge, I've taken that experience, I've taken what I've learned over the past several years, and I've packaged it into this book. And you can get it for free. I will leave a link below in the description of this video. All I ask is that you cover shipping and handling, and I will send this book out to you for free. I will cover the cost of the book, just cover the shipping and handling, and we will send a copy of this book out. But don't delay, because we do have an initial order that we made, as we can see here. And believe it or not, as many books as it looks like this is, it's only a couple hundred, and we're only giving a short supply of these out for free, and then they're going to be going on Amazon for like 20, 25 bucks a piece. Okay, so if you want a free copy, click the link below, get your free copy, and just cover shipping and handling, and I'll send you the copy out ASAP. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I do upload new videos quite frequently, and I would love to continue helping you. So please hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to click below and get a free copy of Digital Millionaire Secrets. I know you're going to love it. See you guys in the next video.